everybody. Welcome. It is so good to see you. It is so good to be in this with you and jump into the word today. My name is Pastor Frank, and it would be such an awesome thing if you went and liked this video and if you hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell button so you get notified. So glad that you jumped in with me today. It's just getting more and more serious, the story as we look at it. Welcome to my home. Welcome to where I dwell. And let's jump into the word. Let's just see what it says. John chapter 18 today. Continuing here. And the title of the video is, do you choose Barabbas or Jesus? And you'll see why I asked that question. So Pilate came out to them and asked, what charges are you bringing against this man? So the Jews could not do anything with Jesus. They could not execute him. They're religious people. So what they do is they bring him to the Romans to do the job for them. So Pilate, the leader of the Romans, came out and says, what charges do you have against this man? If he were not a criminal, they replied, we would not have handed him over to you. Pilate said, take him yourselves and judge him by your own law. So Pilate says, go ahead, do what you want to do to this man. It has nothing to do with me. Go ahead. Like, if you want to execute, go ahead. Do whatever you people do. But we have no right to execute anyone, they objected. Now they don't. They could stone a woman. They could stone this person. But now all of a sudden they don't have a right to execute anyone. Why is that? Because Jesus did nothing wrong. They objected. This took place to fulfill what Jesus had said about the kind of death he was going to die. Jesus could not have died a death of just stoning. He had to spill blood. He had to fulfill the prophecies that have been said in the Old Testament. Let's keep looking though. Pilate went back inside the palace, summoned Jesus, and asked him, are you the king of the Jews? Jesus says, is that your own idea? Or did others talk to you about me? Am I a Jew? Pilate replied, your own people and chief priests handed you over to me. What is it you have done? Jesus said, my kingdom is not of this world. If it were, my servants would fight to prevent my arrest by the Jewish leaders. But now my kingdom is from another place. You are a king then, Pilate said. Jesus said, you say I am a king. In fact, the reason I was born and came into the world is to testify to the truth. And everyone on the side of truth listens to me. What is truth? Retorted Pilate. With this, he went out again to the Jews gathered there and said, I find no basis for a charge against him. Meaning, I don't know what this man is doing wrong. I can't figure it out. Why is he here? Seems like he doesn't murder anybody, he hasn't stolen anything, he's not a thief, he's not quarreling, he's not breaking the law of the Romans or of the Jews of this sort. I can't figure it out. Verse 39, but it is your custom for me to release to you one prisoner at the time of Passover. Do you want me to release the King of Jews? So before I finish that, I just want to explain this. In the time of Passover, Pilate would release a prisoner to the Jews and say, here, take this person, set him free. And he's saying, listen, every Passover, because it's about to be Passover, Pilate says, all right, I could release him back. All right, you guys handle it the way you want to handle it. I'm going to release this person back. They shouted, do not give him to us. In this version, it says, no, not him. We don't want Jesus to be released. Give us Barabbas. Now, Barabbas had been taking part in an uprising, and you can go on and read the rest of it. But Barabbas was in jail for a lot of reasons. So Barabbas was inside the jail already because he committed real crimes. And here are the Jews saying, don't give us Barabbas. Don't give us Jesus. You could release Barabbas back out to us and kill Jesus. They're literally choosing a murderer to be released, a killer, someone who has done things that are very bad, broken the law. They'd rather him come out than Jesus. This is crazy. Like, how is it at this point that Jesus has done nothing but heal people, like do miracles? He's done nothing but give hope to people, sit with sinners and give them a reason to live. And here they are saying, no, 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 keep Jesus and kill him. How do we get to this point? How are we here? If you're not careful, family, I'm talking about you now, you will choose your sin over Jesus. They got to a point in their life where it don't matter no more. Like, they're blinded. They are literally so blind that they're saying, no, release a murderer out, kill this Jesus. If you're not careful today, you will do the same thing these people are doing. You will choose your sin. You will say, I'll release that to me. Keep Jesus away in a cell. Go ahead and murder him so I can choose what I want in my own life. That's if you're not careful. When you live in your sin, you don't care that much. If you choose your sin over God, if you choose to live your own way, do your own thing, you're doing exactly what they're doing. I'll follow God later. Listen, keep him in the cell. Give me what I want. Give us what we want and kill Jesus. Eventually you get to that point and you don't even realize it, where you're preferring murder instead of freedom. You're preferring a jail cell instead of Christ. So this story is very applicable to us today. We could learn and see, how did they get there? And family, it's so easy to get there when you're not careful. If you're not in this word every day, I promise you there's something waiting for you. If you're not carefully praying and waking up and saying, all right, God, let me start this day off with you, something's waiting for you. Satan has traps set up for you in your life. Don't fall into them. Don't be like the crowd. And that's another thing. Don't be like the crowd. Everybody's shouting Barabbas. Everyone's doing what they want to do. Everyone's saying, oh, this person is this, or we got to do. Are you going to follow the crowd in your life? Or are you going to be set apart and say, listen, no, time out. I want Jesus. I'm going to follow the ways of Jesus. I'm going to proclaim Jesus. I'm going to imagine if there was one person in the crowd. Imagine if there was a disciple. Imagine if one of the guys who was with him since the beginning was there and said, wait, that's my Jesus. I'm not going to follow the crowd. I'm going to do what God called me to do. Listen, that's what we need to do. Everyone in here. We have 10 people watching right now. Imagine if 10 of us took a stand to be set apart in the crowd wherever we're at today. At work, at school, at home. You need to be set apart and not follow the crowd. At church, on the basketball courts, right? You need to be set apart. Otherwise, you fit in with the crowd and you're screaming the words, kill Jesus. Every time we sin, our sins put him up on that cross. So listen, why don't we start this day in a new slate, not following the crowd, not giving into our sin, and being fully committed to Jesus Christ. Not just being fully committed to obeying his word, but also sharing it and being the light everywhere we go today. So that is the word for today, y'all. I hope it spoke to you. I hope the word just transforms your heart. Listen, tomorrow I might not be doing a live because I will be in the hospital with Caroline. We are having a baby tomorrow. So get excited for that. We're excited. But I will try my best to do Thursday. Maybe I'll bring my phone and I'll record something in that moment. So, yeah, we're excited. Keep us in your prayers. God bless you. Listen, take this word. Don't stop reading. Keep going forward. This is how we grow. Like this video. And don't forget, always hit that subscribe button. Adios, everybody. Love you so, so much. Adios. I said that already. Oh, no, I'm running out of words. Cut to the next video. Ah!
On the road, collecting stories for the gold. So still glistening, living what I've been dripping in. Testimony, still testimony. Go tell your homie, let go that sin repent. Let me do the things that's pleasing for my Lord Savior Jesus. That I got bread eating, even in the darkest seasons, even when I'm hardly breathing. Pressed, but I'm all good cleaving to the word thoughts deceiving, to the crook stuck demeaning. You gon' find lots of reasons if you truly seek it, if you truly mean it. Try purpose is meaning. Try